members of the committee, I see a quorum. I must inform members that the clerk of the committee can only receive motions for the election of chair. The clerk cannot receive other types of motions and cannot entertain points of order nor participate in the debate. We can now proceed to the election of chair. Pursuant to Standing Order 106, subsection 2, the chair must be a member of the governing party. I am ready to receive motions for the chair. Are there motions? Yes, Mr. Batiste.
I would like to make the motion to nominate John Aldag as chair.
It has been moved by Mr. Batiste that Mr. Aldag be elected as chair of the committee. Are there any further motions? Seeing none, is it the pleasure of the committee to adopt the motion? Agreed. So adopted.
Colleagues, thank you for your support. We do have one item that I need to speak to the clerk about that she's asked to be dealt with today. So we're going to suspend just for a moment, and then I'll come back and we'll dispense with the item, and then the plan is to adjourn for today, and we'll send out a notice of motion for Thursday with the items for that. But if you can bear with us just for one moment, we'll suspend, and we'll be back momentarily. Just want to welcome everybody to meeting number 73 of the House of Commons Standing Committee on Indigenous and Northern Affairs. And I acknowledge that we're meeting on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people. The urgent business item that we have, and I'll read this out, it was brought to my attention that a report had been readopted on November 21st, 2022, but was inadvertently not presented. It was a motion by Madame Gill, and thus a government response was not requested. The Standing Committee on Indigenous and Northern Affairs report, titled Food Security in Northern and Isolated Communities, Ensuring Equitable Access to Adequate and Healthy Food for All, was originally tabled on June 16th, 2021 in the 43rd Parliament. But because an election was called that year, a government response was never provided. The committee unanimously readopted the report last November with the intention of requesting a government response. This is to inform you that I will present the report at the earliest opportunity. And that was the only item of business. I just wanted to give that update. The intention is to present it during government or routine proceedings tomorrow during the House. And that will then trigger the response that should have been but hasn't been done yet. So that's the only business I have. Mr. Zimmer.
I would like to, if we're going to address the current business now, that's fine. I would just like to be the first speaker after that's been dealt with.
Okay, that was information only, so there's no action. So over to you, Mr. Zimmer.
Yeah, welcome, John. Thanks for stepping up to be our chair. I just would propose that on Thursday, instead of a full committee meeting, that we have the subcommittee. It's worked well in the past. We certainly don't need to all be here if decisions can be made with just our vice chairs. So I would propose that we have a meeting instead of a full committee meeting. The subcommittee meets instead of the full committee meeting.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Zimmer. And Mr. Schmale had brought that to my attention as well. So I'll talk to the clerk. There are a number of items we need to get through to sort out our work plan for this fall session. And whether we do it subcommittee or full committee, I need to sort that out. But the notice of motion we'll try to get out sometime tomorrow, and today, and so it'll specify that. But I'd like to talk to Madame Gill and as the other co-chair, and so watch for that notice, but point taken.
Okay. It was actually a motion.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't.
like to move. But if we want to just have that informal discussion, that's sufficient for all vice chairs, and just give me the nod, and I'm fine to retract the motion.
Yeah, I'm happy to take it either as a motion or as, the will of the committee.
Want to do the support the motion?
Thursday, we'll do subcommittee. We're agreed.
Okay, well, let's
Okay, well, I think.
Consensus or vote.
Okay, yeah, so we'll check with Lori and see if she's good for
Yes.
meeting on Thursday. Okay, she's given the thumbs up. Yeah, okay, so that notice will come out, and thank you, everybody. Look forward to working with everyone. It's been, from what I've seen, a very collegial group.
just to clarify, so was the vote, I don't remember the vote, actually, did we just have the vote that we're going to have subcommittee instead?
Taking it as unanimous consent.
Okay, that works for me. Okay, thank you, John.
And with that, colleagues, meeting adjourned.